I'm mid-editing a different video. Hi, I'm Katie. I'm your friendly neighborhood anatomist that is on this platform to help you learn. It has come to my attention from being on social media that there is a constant tidal wave of ads telling you that you need, as a medical and health professional student, all these resources, that these resources will solve all your problems, that you can get access to this person's notes, that you can use their notes, that you can use this app and it will teach you all of anatomy. Maybe that's true. Maybe I haven't used those resources, but my personal and professional opinion currently is I call bullshit. You do not need 1,000 resources. You definitely don't want to be trying to use every new resource that you see. We need to triage this, in my opinion. We need to avoid resource overload and focus on what actually works for us. So that's going to vary, obviously, across the board for different people, but generally, that's going to amount to 1 to 4 resources per course. And I'm talking, we need probably 1 method, maybe 2, maybe I do the blank sheet method, which has a different name that I keep forgetting the name of, and I do practice questions, anki maybe, or I just do 1 of those things and then I go into lab. That's your method. That's more important than the resources, to be quite honest. Then the second half is I need resources in case I don't understand things. Those resources are going to vary per person. That could be I have a YouTube channel that I go to when I have a question. I have a website that I go to when I need to look something up. Or I have an app that gives me those things. But you don't need 1,000 of those. You really need to pare that down and you need to focus on the ones that work for you. How do I figure out which ones work for me? Well, that's where something like the blank sheet method comes into play, where I'm going to test, did this give me the ability to recall that information when I use that resource? If the answer is no, that resource has to go. If the answer is yes, you keep the resource and you ignore what everyone else is doing, and you focus on what works for you, and you keep doing it because that will work. Get rid of the noise. There's going to be a lot of noise. People around you are going to tell you what works for them, and you're going to get convinced that it would work for you. It doesn't always work for you. You can test it, but then if it didn't work, if I still failed that exam, if I don't feel good in lab, I got to do what works for me and ignore everybody else. Good luck.